welcome back to my channel. My name is Tia, aka Teacup Simmer, and this is another part of our niche series. And we are back in our Adam playthrough, where we follow the story of Adam and his children as his descendants go forth to try and find his home island. Even though they recognize that he won't be around to see it, they will try their best to take the stories that he's told them and the spirit of adventure that he's instilled in them and go forth to find the home island, to finally be at peace and provide his spirit with a little bit of clarity, I think. So hopefully that if you guys are interested in this series, I hope you guys are excited about it as I am. I absolutely love Adam's story. It is the story mode of niche, and we have such amazing characters popping up in this series so far. We have Von Dukvan, our very crazy little one, who even though his brother was put in the position of being leader, he doesn't really mind over much. He just wants to be able to pick berries, find new foods to take advantage of. However, he hasn't really been able to take advantage of all of those amazing things like moles and bunnies as much as his brother has, because he doesn't have that claw, and he didn't get taught a lot of hunting from his mother, so he just takes advantage of all these berries. Miana, our beautiful little one, is not necessarily sickly, but she has short-sighted eyes, so her brother Von Vonku has taken up upon himself to always look after her. He has always decided to always stay by her because she can't see that far. So most of the tribe would kind of treat her as almost really fragile, even though she's just as big and just as imposing as everyone else, just because she can't see as far and is not as obviously healthy as all the other creatures in her family. She's going to be babied a lot, which I think will lead her to make a lot of reckless decisions. Tavon is the youngest of our children, and he has those beautiful fangs. He looks a lot like his father, except he doesn't have those stripes. His mother passed away recently, so he's a little bit sad, and he has spent a lot of his time with his baby sister, or with his older sister, and he doesn't necessarily look at her the same way all of the other creatures do. The other creatures kind of view her as frail, and I think these two are going to get up to a ton of trouble together. And Adam is getting really old. He is on his last day, actually, and so in his last moments, he passed on the spirit of adventure, of the mission to find his home, to his daughter Isco, because she is the most, not necessarily reckless, but the most adventure-minded of his children. And so he's telling her to take the things that he's taught her and her need for adventuring and use it to find his homeland. And also because she is the creature that looks the most like him and the most like the creatures that will end up being at his home island. So he gave the position, or the position of, I guess, adventurer to her, and then he gave the position of tribe leader to his oldest son Kirta, who has taken that up with his new mate Zari. Thank you guys so much for the names for her. I think someone gave the name Izarina, and I absolutely loved it, but I think it was really long for someone who seems very like small and spunky. I think that's the idea that I get from her. She's very spunky and very like outspoken and really fierce, a lot like Kirta's mother Eve, who's very strong and very outspoken. Just Zari doesn't have the big body to back it up like Eve did. So I think Kirta was drawn to that, and when Adam found her, Kirta decided that she would be the best mate for him. So this is kind of how our story is going so far. Adam is going to be passing away soon, so all the creatures that are here now are going to just be his children. So we are going to start moving over to this port over here with our creatures. It has 10 ports, 10 places, yeah. And so we're basically just going to start moving our creatures over that way, since Adam gave the task of finding his island over to his kids. So I hope you guys are excited, and we are going to skip the day as we kind of say goodbye to Adam and take his legacy with us as we move forward. Bye, Adam. We'll miss you. And so it continues to rain, and I think Von Dukvan would be super excited about that. Let's see. Von Ku would hear the bunny and see what he could do about finding it. There it is. And there's the nest. Maybe that's where Zari had her original nest at. So I think she would jump over here to kind of scare the bunny out into the open, and Tavan would try and take care of it. And since Miana is older now, I think she would definitely pick up that meat to kind of see what meat tastes like, considering that all of her brothers and her siblings have always been able to pick up all that food, and she has the ability to, but she can't always see what's in front of her. So she would be a little bit excited to finally have a partner in crime who'd be able to pick up that food for her. Zari, I think, would clear out around her nest. She's very attached to it, but I think she'd listen to Kirta when they said that they'd have to start leaving. Let's see. Isco would kind of follow her previous path and start clearing out grass. Gas. I'm funny. Start clearing out grass to start moving the tribe that way. And we currently have 7 creatures in the tribe. Kirta, I think, will put everyone over here, pick up some berries, and start calling his brothers over to him. I think Von Dukvan would be a little bit upset because he likes his berries, so he's going to try and pick as many berries clean as he can before he's forced to listen to his brother. Miana would try and clear away the grass, pick up the meat as her older brother, or her younger brother, kind of clears it out. And let's see. Zari will try and clear the way for everyone. I think she's trying to be as nice as possible to her new family since she's still really young. She doesn't really know any of these big-bodied creatures who seem so imposing but aren't necessarily as fierce as the family that she had. So she is kind of unnecessarily scared by them, and I think eventually she'll realize that they're all just gentle giants. They're all just a bag of lemons and apples that are just waiting for someone to cuddle them. They are so adorable. I love our little bag of lemons. So Isco is on her way trying to explore the rest of the island. Kirta, I think, would be calling his siblings, and Von Dukvan would be taking advantage of all of the berries along the way. Let's see. Miana would stick close to Tavan, and I think Von Vanku would stick close to Miana. I think these guys are going to be like very much a unit, and so they're just going to clear away grass and keep moving and try and and I think Kirta's going to try and make sure that everyone gets to the ports safely. And Isco is going to start picking up food along the way so she can, because she's kind of following her nose / kind of following her instincts to find the right place. We don't actually know if Kirta's going to get there. I don't think he's going to get to the next place. Maybe he'll send Zari with their children to the next place. That might be it. And Von Dukvan, I think, would be way too excited to leave such a place with so much food. But I definitely think Isco would want to get to the next place. And all Adam's bones are gone. So let's see. Von Vanku is going to start. Isco, what did you find? Oh my goodness. Von Duke, a small little creature with medium body. He has age immunity and he's sickly. Isco, would you do it? Would you include him into the tribe? I don't know if she has the ability to. Let's have Kirta come over here. And he looks so much like Kirta. I think Kirta would do it just simply because the little one looks like he's lost, and I don't think Kirta would be able to leave such a small one on their own. So he's going to add him into the tribe, and we're going to move him over here, I think. he has nimble fingers, so he'll be able to start picking up some of those nuts, which will be very nice since we don't have anyone in our tribe who's been able to pick up nuts so far. So Von Duke with his H immunity is going to be very interesting to add into the tribe. And then we're going to have Isco start clearing out this way. Zari would be interested to see what type of creature this little one is. I don't think they're related. They don't look like it. Yeah, and they don't have any similar immunity genes, so they don't look like they're related. Maybe they were just sharing space on the island. And there's Von Ku, who's clearing out the space for Miana. I think she kind of resented a little bit, like that she couldn't do it on her own, but I think he's just being nice. And Von Dugvan, I think, is kind of ignoring everyone and trying to stick with his berries. He's so stubborn. He just wants to be next to his berry bushes and be comfortable for the rest of his life. But I think they would try and trick him by saying, oh, there's tons of berries. There's tons of berries all the way over here. You'll be fine. You won't have to worry about it. There we go. And little Von Duke is definitely sickly, but I think he would want to say thank you to all of the creatures by bringing in some food. I think he would recognize that they didn't have to take care of him. Let's see. Zari, I think, would recognize that Kirta is getting a lot older, so I think she would want to start having a few children with him just because she wants to make sure that he will be able to pass down his genes, and because he's a little bit stubborn, he wouldn't actually start saying anything about him feeling a little bit off until it's too late. So let's work on their immunity genes and their let's see, not their immunity genes, but he's pretty much good with everything. His fertility's high, his blood clotting's high. We do want to make sure his eyesight stays good. She has bad eyesight in there as well, but he has those poison fangs in there, that big body. She has hind legs. I really want to add in some fertility, but I don't think we have fertility yet. No, we just have that. So I think we're going to add in some hind legs to make sure that they still have the ability. No. Oh no. No, we want to make sure they can have some children. Oh, that would be so sad if Kirta passes away without having any babies. Oh no, that would be so sad. Miana. Whoa, 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 whoa. Other creature, Brasira. You have good eyesight, you have spiky body in there, you have some hind legs and stinky tail, B and A. Maybe she's related to Zari. She does look fierce enough. She doesn't have any of that claw, so maybe in their tribe they had different people who would do different things. So she does have that digging paw, which would be very interesting. I think Miana would find her like such an interesting specimen. I don't think she would tell Kirta that she's going to add her in, but I think she's going to do it. And then Rasira is going to give her some of this mole meat as a thank you. And Miana, I think, being the stubborn little thing that she is, would be super excited to have another friend. And she is B and A. She has low fertility, but she has hemophilia, but she does have some interesting genes. So it's not necessarily that she has a bad mix of genes. I just think it'll be interesting to see if we can keep her and see what type of help she can be to our cause. So Von Dugvan, I think, would be lured in by the promise of berries over here. And Tavan would smell all of these bunnies. Von Vanku would be kind of scolding his sister for adding in a creature into the tribe without letting their brother know. And since they're kind of blocked off by them, I don't think he would realize it because they've been so focused on Von Duke. But it'll definitely be interesting once he realizes that we also have another creature in the tribe. So let's skip the day. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. We have a Barina. It's a singular Barina, so we don't have any baby Barinas to worry about. Oh goodness, but Von Vonku, he's probably a little bit surprised. He's like, what do you mean? I didn't expect this to happen. So we're gonna send Tavan over here to fight and poison the Barina. And I think Von Vonku would give it 2 good swipes and kind of dash off into the grasses because he knows he's not that strong. Miana would want to fight, but I think he would pull her with him and tell her to stay over here because she's not strong enough either. Rasira, I think, would use her horns to help out. Let's see. Let's have... There we go. So Zari, even though she would want to help, I think she would recognize she'd have to sit down and have her baby. And Kirta would want to come and kind of be backup. I think Von Duke would want to stay out of it. I don't think he wants anything to do with Barinas and problems. Von Duke, let's see. Let's have him kick the tree and start picking up some more of those. Let's see, some more of those nuts. Isco has 4 days left. I don't know if she'll be able to get to the next island. I feel kind of sad for her because her family is putting so much effort into protecting each other and like being a family that she won't be able to have her adventure. So she might end up having to provide her gem or the thing that her father entrusted her with to someone else, which I think would definitely make her upset. She might end up having to pass it on to Tavan because Tavan does have those stripes. They're just very, very muted because they're a red pattern and a brown pattern. So they're like really, really unnoticeable stripes. But he would actually be a good candidate for the adventurer, and considering how reckless he is, I think he would actually fit very well. But let's skip the day and see what type of baby Zari ends up having. No! Oh my goodness, a lot just happened. So Rala, oh wow, is a young one with lean body and is the first baby of Kirta. And that's amazing. I can't believe she got lean body out of everything. She is like, that's just ridiculous. That is not what I was expecting at all. And let's see. Rasira took a lot of damage. I think Tavan would be so appreciative of her that I think he would kind of lick her wounds and tell her to go rest. And thank you so much for putting so much effort into protecting the tribe. Whoa! We have so many creatures. Whoa! We have so many creatures just showing up. Oh my goodness. Like, look at that. There's so many creatures. So Rasira, who is this? Lacore. She's another big-bodied creature who's like a light brown. She has I and F immunity. She has big body, so she would be a great addition to our tribe. Oh wow. Considering she doesn't share immunity genes with anyone, so she would actually be a great mate to join into the tribe for some of our males, especially since some of them aren't going to be coming with us. So she might actually be a great mate for maybe Kirta. We're probably gonna move him over here, and he'd have to have a baby again with Zari, and then a baby with this little one over here. And hopefully we'd be able to kind of pass down his legacy to make sure he has a few children that would be able to come with us. Whoa, that's just a lot. A lot's happening, especially since Rasira, it looks like, isn't going to be coming with us because she has like 5 days left, and she's definitely going to be passing away soon because of how much damage she took by trying to save us from the Barina. Okay, so Tavan would be super surprised. Rasira would add her in because I think she knows that she won't be around to protect the tribe anymore now that she's taken so much damage. Lacore would come down here. Let's move Kirta over here. Let's move Zari. Let's have Von Vonku move this way. Let's move Zari right here. Let's check her immunity. She has INF, so it shouldn't be a problem. Let's take that eyesight out. She doesn't have any pattern, but we want to make sure that Stripes stays in, so we'll put Stripes down. For Kirta, so we'll put Stripes down there. And then, let's see. She has hind legs that we want to make sure don't show up in the tribe. So we'll put those hind legs down. But I think that's everything. So we will have the mate. Okay, cool. So she's fine. And she'll be able to take his baby. And let's see. Come on, Zari. No! No, I wanted them to have another child. Zari won't be able to have another child with Kirta. That's so sad. I think she'd be so sad. But at least he would be able to spend a little bit of time with his daughter, Rala, before he passes away. Oh, that's so depressing. Oh, I wanted him to be able to have at least one more baby. But hopefully Licore will be able to use her life to kind of assist and bring the new child into the world. Let's see. Isco has 3 days left. I don't know if she's going to be able to go to the next island. I think it would be necessary for her to go to the next island. I think she should be the one to press the button to make it so that she goes to the next island. I think that's what we really need to happen. A and Star, D and A, no. So Von Dukvan, he won't be able to have any children with her. I really want to bring Von Duke with us because he has that H immunity that I think will be helpful in the future. And Licore is helpful because she has that F immunity and the I immunity. So let's see. She has 5 days left. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, so we're going to see, I think we have 2 days now. So hopefully we'll be able to get Isco to the next island. So let's skip the day and say goodbye to Kirta. Even though he's only led the tribe for such a short time, I think he did such a great job at protecting everyone and making sure that everyone got what they needed. He brought in some new creatures into the tribe because I think he had a kind heart that he couldn't stomach seeing so many creatures without a home. And I think he would leave his position as leader to Von Vonku, because Von Vonku is very responsible. He's been looking after Miana for such a long time that I think Kirta would pass down his position as leader to Von Vonku. And I think if Isco ends up passing away, I think she'll end up passing her position down to Tavan. And I'm pretty sure that's how it's gonna go. So let's skip the day and say goodbye. Oh, that's so sad. Okay. So Von Dukvan, I don't think he's going to be coming with us. Let's move Licore. Let's move Zari on to the port. We're gonna put Von Duke right here, so at the last second he'll be able to get on the port. Let's see. I think I like Rasira, but I don't think she'll be able to have his baby. B and G. No. No. Let's see. That's 2 days. I mean, she'll have a day left. Oh, that's risky. That's so risky. I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna see if we can get Von Duke, Von, and Isco to have a baby together. So we're gonna just check their things. Everything's fine with her. Everything's fine with him, except making sure we get that Stripes in there. Just to make sure. We're going to go over here. Breed. drop her right back there. Rasira is going to be right there. She's going to be picking up berries. I think she's going to stay here. Tavan is going to pick up some berries as well. So Van Dugvan is going to stay here. Rasira is going to stay here. And we'll take all of these ones. So she's going to get a little bit older. Yeah, this is how this is going to work. I'm fine. So I'm just making sure that we can be able to take everyone. I want to take Von Duke, even though he's sickly. We'll just drop him on the port, then kick him off as soon as we get to the next island, so he doesn't get anyone else sick. But we do want to make sure we kind of use his genes to the best of our ability. So we'll be able to breed him with some of our other females who don't really have a mate available, which is good. So we're gonna skip the day, and I think everyone's gonna start saying goodbye to Rasira. I think Miana would be very sad about the fact that Rasira is being left behind. She spent so much of her energy to take care of the tribe, and now they can't take her with them. But I think Rasira understands. I think she's very comfortable on this island, and I think she would try and be here to kind of take care of Dukvan, who is so stubborn. Even when he was younger, and now he's getting to be an old man, he has still decided that he cares more about berries than his family or staying together with his family. And I think, which is not necessarily it's bad, but we kind of understand him, because he spent a lot of his time taking care of the berry bushes, listening to his family gush about how much their food was around. And I think he just, like, he's stuck in his ways, I think is the best way to say so. So we'll skip the day and hopefully be able to get all of our creatures on to the ports. So we'll move Rala. We'll move Von Vonku, who is now going to have those blue gems and the yellow gem of the leader of the tribe. We'll scoot Von Duke over here. Let's see. And we'll have Miana hit the button to travel. So we are here, you guys. We are on the next island, and let's check it out. Oh my, it is large. It is very large. And I think we'll be going, I don't know. I think the best one to go is, everyone says the best one to go to is to the north, but there's so many. And there's this one over here. I think maybe that's it. Maybe we have to go to that one. I'm not positive. So you guys can let me know what you guys think about which one we should go to, but I think it's this one is the one that we would have to go to continue with the story. But everyone seemed to have made it safely. It doesn't seem like we're having any problems with any of our creatures. Everyone looks fine. Von Duke is still sickly, but we'll be able to get him into the water to pick up some clams soon. Isco made it safely as well. On her last day of life, she finally was able to fulfill her duty as a descendant of Adam, as the daughter of Adam, and get her family to a new island where her descendants or her children can focus on going to the next island to find Adam's home. I think she'd be very proud of herself for getting all the way to the next island, because that was her father's wish. And I think she will basically have her new baby right up here, right on the shores of the new island, and I think all of her family will be there to see the new baby come into the world. And we will see next time what her new baby looks like, what our creatures are going to do now that they're on a completely new island with a good stockpile of food, but they don't really have any idea of what they're getting into. And they're kind of a mishmash of Adam's family and creatures that they ended up taking in because they are such nice nichelings. But I think they're going to start having, say, maybe some culture clashing as they recognize that not everyone has the teachings of Adam in their heart. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are interested in this series, please let me know down in the comments. If you guys are excited, if you guys have any more names for me to give to the new babies, Rala needs a name actually, and so does Isco. So I'm going to be And so does Isco's new baby, so we're going to be working on that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and please subscribe if you really love me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.